The Russian Empire, a nation that is known for being one of the largest and most powerful nations in history, and is also known for being overthrown by a bunch of angry workers in a civil war. But today, as the glorious Russian Republic, I will restore the glorious Russian Empire and, of course, restore its glory and make the Russian Empire great again. So first, focuses. We can't really do any focuses, so let's go on to research. Go to construction, engineering, and then some better artillery. Army. We have a strong army. It's pretty good. Nothing wrong with it. And I'm going to save Shatilov for my shock troops that I'll be making, that I'll tell you about later. And production, I'm just going to remove tanks, planes, and then just replace that with some anti-air. Put 3 on anti-air, 4 on support equipment, 5 on artillery, rest on guns. And then I want to build a lot of civilian factories in areas with good infrastructure. And what I mean is just basically the areas around Moscow. And now I can let the game run. Alright, and the assassination of Kerensky. So if we want Russia to restore its empire, we need to murder our president, unfortunately, but whatever. This is the first step to becoming the glorious empire of Russia. Our funeral of Kerensky, and then we got a trial. We decreased the NRPR's popularity just because we are not gonna have Savinkov as our leader this time. Check my other Russia video if you want to see how fun playing as Savinkov is in Kaiserredux. Alright, our government resigns. Too bad. And so I want to set up a front line against Kazakhstan. Just because they are gonna break away and I want to kill them immediately, so let's get that going. Alright, and now somebody resigns. Austerity measures we got, which is terrible. Nobody likes austerity measures. Alright, socialist demonstrations. I recommend taking the bottom one just because if you want to announce snap elections, you need to have more than negative 40% stability. And if you have lower than that, there's no way you'll be able to get it up. And then you're just going to get a military coup d'etat, and that's what we don't want. RPR, just decrease PSR, send in the army, and then decrease all socialist support. And let's first go abandon golden Chervonets. Have the NSP be in the elections. Alright. Dealing with Black Monday. Look, I want to become a monarchy, and I'm going to elect the VNS, so I want the protectionist plan, and now to increase some taxes. Oh my god, and now Poland's a republic. Wow. And it's time to now announce snap elections. And I'm just going to be spamming the initiating VNS campaign. Perfect, let's initiate VNS campaign. Now let's immediately encourage some private investment, stabilize the ruble, and then balance the budget. Turnoff speaks. Right, and I'll stabilize the ruble and make our economy way less shitty. Alright, conservatives, Dmitry Romanov. DRP, nobody cares about the RSDRP. And now the polls are closing. And of course, the VNS are going to win the end. Now the VNS has won. Perfect. But first I'm going to balance my budget just so I can further stabilize my economy. And then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the VNS path and becoming a glorious Russian empire. Alright, so the Senate appoints the president. A conservative president wins the majority because if we get the Eurasianists, we're of course going to become Eurasia. And also check my Eurasian video because it's definitely one worth watching. But we're going to go for a conservative president. And now we're led by a guy with an actually decent hair. Alright, and I'm going to get towards egotism, monarchist coalition, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the monarchy. So first let's get towards egotism. Our first one is division of death. No, I'm good. Alright, Kuban asks for a bailout. I'm good. And now let's get a monarchist coalition, because if we don't have a monarchist coalition, we won't get the towards greatest aim, so let's get it. And now let's go down the towards greatest aim path, and then eventually become the glorious Russian Empire. Alright, so reforming the Russian language? Sure. And now let's mobilize our economy? No, let's get some army XP stuff. Alright, and the monarchy referendum, what are we waiting for? And now let's get the monarchy restoration referendum, and I'm going to invite the RMS to the coalition, and now to spam every single decision known to man here. And then for a diversionary focus, I'm going to get army modernization. And I'm of course going to pick Shatilov because I consider his path to be the best out of all of them. And I'm having to now lobby some senators and see what they say. And in 9 days, our president's going to decide on the bills. So during this time, I'm going to establish the Okhrana and move our capital to Moscow. And since we have now made the Okhrana, we now wait. Good, and now the monarchy referendum bill has passed, and now let's blame Kerensky just because he was terrible, and now let's create a positive monarchy image. So Shulgin's suggestion. So do we get Wrangel as the leader or the Romanovs? You know what? Let's get Wrangel for his military legacy. And sure, it's not considered legitimate, but who cares? We'll increase the legitimacy. Now let's get Convincing Republican officers for increasing legitimacy. Or actually, no, I'm gonna cancel this focus and get monarchist propaganda and cause preludes and their hosts. And the Romanov is pissed. Oh no. Now the turnout 62%, nice. And I'm also not gonna start recruiting some spies. And now we got some angry Siberians. Oh, screw you, Savinkov. Kill yourself. Savinkov, alright, you lost the election. Shut up and go cry in your little room. Alright, and now let's wait a couple of days. Oh, wait, so we got 52 more days, so I'm gonna suppress some radical elements. Since nobody likes radical elements, and I'm gonna promote Pyotr IV's achievements, trade with the Romanians, and then just keep going on with my life. Oh, the Alish Orda declares independence. Let's demand submission. The Far Eastern forces retreat. We have a heavy airship, even though that doesn't matter. And now it's the Kazakhs. So, I'm gonna convert my entire army into the regular Pekhotnayas, motorize their supply, and go. How bad is my economy? Oh my god. Holy disasters. We're rigging the results? No, since we're gonna win anyways, it doesn't make sense. And since we have now suppressed radical elements, might as well... What's a quick focus that actually does something? Oh, Orthodox protectionism. Let's get me... Alright, good, we have fought some radicals. French national state, recognized transfer. We must apply... Pétain, I love you. We both hate syndicalism, but why do you recognize a freaking middle of nowhere state as the real Russia? What's wrong with you, you white mustache man? Good, now let's see what happens with the monarchy. Hopefully we win. Yay, we won! And now we can get the glorious restoration after when we protect some Orthodox stuff. And now let's just keep on marching into glorious Alish Orda.
До приказа. Готов выдвигаться.
And now let's get the glorious restoration and become a nice, competent monarchy. Oh, we'll be able to restore cost hosts and integrate them. That sounds fun. Alright, national rearmament? Yes. Alish Orda, make a nice Alish Orda puppet. So they could industrialize, and then I could just integrate them into steal all their industry. So win-win for me. Since I get a nice puppet just to use as a barrier, and you can also use them as an industrial area. Alright, Russian settlers of Fergana Valley. A formal protest. I don't really care because I'm getting manpower and I can just use them as workers. Good, and now I've restored the glorious monarchy. Yay! And now let's get a symbol of Russian might, and now we are led by the glorious Pyotr IV. And now our flag... Oh my god, and our flag looks a little weird, but cool. I don't know what the hell that little symbol in the middle of it is supposed to mean, but whatever. Did America just deny a civil war? Oh my god, there's no way America did. Nah, I'm good. I'm not fracturing. Wow. That's impressive of you, burger people. Shit is very impressive of you guys. Alright, since we got a symbol of Russian, let's expand to both kinds of senators and now get imperial benevolence. And I'm just saving up political power so then I could get these little laws going and have them actually pass in the Senate and the Duma. Alright, good. Now, since we have gotten imperial benevolence, I'm going to adjust constitution for the Tsar. Alright, and something that's completely off topic. This guy's smile looks like he got... Bro, I swear to God, Li Zongren looks like he got held at gunpoint smiling like this. He looks like he got held at gunpoint. Come on. Somebody needs to agree with me on this. He literally got held at gunpoint for this goofy ass smile. Alright, back to Russia. No, because like if I attack both, then I run the risk of going after Germany. Fuck it, I'm gonna take the gamble. So what? I'm gonna take the gamble, and if I end up at war with Germany, then so what? I don't care. I just need to wait for the front lines to reunify, and then hopefully I can go after Ukraine and subjugate it under my rule, of course. Get limited exports, since nobody likes exporting a lot of resources. Alright, fine. So they told me to back down, and guess what? I'm still at war with them, surprisingly. Wow. So look at that. So I backed down from the Germans, and I still end up at war with Ukraine. Great job. Which means that I don't risk a war with the Reichspakt, and I get Ukraine for free. I love my life. This is amazing. The fact that I just get Ukraine for free is wild. But am I still at war with Germany? Oh, I'll probably send volunteers. And I guess we start our glorious offensive against the two Ukraines and subjugate them, of course. Make a line of succession, so then when Wrangel dies, we actually have a successor. And let's go and wipe out the two Ukraines. What the hell? What is this? General Education Act. That looks good, but I can't support it. Alright, whatever. Bullshit. Whatever happens. Bye-bye, Savinkov. I'm so happy your ass got bankrupt. And there's a lot of syndicalists here, but that's okay. I will not let them win in Ukraine. Even the German Sims, too. I want to make sure that both die.
Мирно!
Go and destroy the Socialist Republic now.
До приказа! Да!
Ukrainian disaster. And now let's get a radio.
Идем!
Good, it hasn't been passed, and now let's get Orthodox protectionism. And now let's have everybody pass the bill. Oh my god, this war's kind of humiliating, so I'm just gonna immediately stop and reorganize our troops because everybody's running around mindless monkeys. Alright, good, and now let's wait for these senators' decision to vote. Perfect, and now we can just have the guys who are cheaper vote rather than the fate of the Republican parties. Do we ban them? Yes. Demand something. And now let's get Third Rome, which gives us some nice stability. And now let's reorganize our forces and crush this encircled Ukrainian puppets. The Republicans refuse our demand, ban them then. If you don't listen, you get banned. It's common sense, people. Common sense. It's just legitimate. We're chilling now. Alright, Senate votes for the bill, so I need to actually have the expensive dudes vote now. Good, and now we had Orthodox protectionism pass. Now let's get better artillery now. Oh, infantry. And after crushing that socialist Ukrainian pocket, I'm just gonna start running around and just more Ukrainian pockets. Ooh, I could take Eastern Ukraine. Come on, give me that capital. There we go. Good news, Norway joined the Entente, which means that we won't have a socialist bastard on our hands. I'm also not gonna attack the southern front. I look away for 1 second, and the socialist Ukrainian capital is back under the socialist Ukrainian. What do you mean? Punch through the south, punch through the east, even more Ukraine if needed. Since I want to wipe out the socialists first, Germans simply. Finally, now the eastern flank is starting to fall. Yes. I hate so, I'm just gonna leave the peace conference. Since guess what? It doesn't matter because I'm still at war with the illegitimate Ukrainians anyways. So let's now send our troops and crush the illegitimate Ukrainians. Go. And it's time to now repeal Article 5. The Constitutional Court examines the legislation. Yes, Alright, and now speaking of senators, I'm just gonna collect these decisions, just have the autonomous federalists and then the non-partisans vote. And after that, I'm just gonna collect the decisions when they pop up for voting. Well, now everybody has voted, I'm pretty sure. And now we got an Orthodox state religion. And now let's, I guess, combat Republican influences and just crush Ukraine. Since we could crush Ukraine if we just advance far. And of course, if we just consolidate the railway and then just march. Come on now, march west. Crush Ukraine. Alright, and now strengthen private ownership of something. I now just keep on marching into Ukraine. 3 encirclements. As far as our 4 players, we part... Oh my god, and we also encircle the entirety of the German volunteers also. And now just go and kill more Ukrainian troops. And now we have this area encircled, and now let's immediately kill it. East Turkestan? Nope, screw you. We don't care, we're fighting a war in Ukraine right now. We don't have time to fund some... And since I have now more political power, I'm going to not restore consul privileges, just because it's kind of useless, honestly. Alright, and since we now strengthen private ownership, I guess I could... Really, I can't even get the rearmament program, but I guess I could get a bureaucratic overhaul. That's what I just need my men to fill up the ranks. But for some reason, that's taking forever. And now let's get another encirclement full of Ukrainians, and then Kiev. So everybody halt, stop attacking, wait for the last time to wear off, and then we go. Alright, it's time to now build more civilian factories. Good, we have done it, and I'm going to take more western lands. Now I'm going to get Minprom for resources.
Готов выдвигаться. Готов. Мирно. Отходим. Внимание. Выходим.
Yes, and now I have Kiev. Let's go, now I have Kiev encircled.
Выходим.
There it goes, we all under my glorious control. We finally won a fucking war. Alright, our fate of Ukraine. Take to the lands east of the Dnieper. Liberate the rest. Since we can actually core those lands. So I might as well just take those lands and set our eyes on new targets like the almighty Don Host. And it's time for me to now wait for my troops to mobilize and just strengthen my men. Which I don't. And I don't have the equipment for those men, so let's get some more factories. I don't know, Military Production Act. I'm actually, no. So, I'm gonna get Commander Initiative. And I'm gonna go down the Superior Firepower, Assault Infantry, Fire Concentration, Rapid Domination path. Since I'm gonna be a Rapid Dominator here.
Nice.
Now, since I have not gotten the Commander Initiative, I'm not going to begin Russian rearmament, just because I do want to start expansion. Since we are pretty strong, and ever since we have crushed Ukraine, I just feel like we should expand. Good, Moscow Accord, and now let's get Russian expansionism. And since we have now gained Russian expansionism, I am now going to get the Southern Rivalry and start expanding, of course, south. With the Caucasus and, of course, Central Asia. And since we have now gained the Southern Rivalry, I am now going to get Cossack Resurgence, just so I can get the decision to go and invade the Caucasian lands. And since we have now gained Cossack Resurgence, I'm now going to get Pathways to the Caucasus, and immediately send an ultimatum to the almighty Don host. Autonomy as part of Great Russia. Since I don't want a war. Plus Pyotr IV is his brother. Come on. Alright, they agreed. Yay. Now I got a big fat puppet. And now let's go after Georgia and Azerbaijan. But I wonder how I'm gonna cover up the front lines. 6 divisions here. Half of them here. 12 of them here. Half of them. Well, actually, a whole army right here. 6 divisions here. And then after that, 6 divisions here. And another half right here. Ready to all go and flank out the Georgians. And the Don host just magically lost his focus tree. Oh, it's right here. What? Oh, so they got Krasnov remains. Oh, so, oh my god, they actually sped through their focus tree. Holy shit. Wow. Oh, well, I guess I could integrate them now, but I'm just gonna wait for a little bit so then it could industrialize, and then I'm gonna integrate them into the glorious Russian Empire. And now let's, I guess, get secure Central Asia, and now let's begin the reclamation wars against Georgia and Azerbaijan. Demand admission, and of course, demand both of their submission. And if they say no, I'm gonna kill them all. Oh, and Georgia says yes. What does Azerbaijan say? So, you know, now let's go after Azerbaijan. And then war will solve this, of course, because it will solve this. And fate of Georgia, Kingdom of Georgia. Status of Armenia. Oh my god, we're at war with Armenia. Wow. Which means that now we are at war with the Ottomans. Wow. So what if we're at war with a dying empire? We will crush them along with Azerbaijan. Who the hell cares? And I guess I could, I don't know, just start industrializing. Economic Efficiency Act. And now let's get fate of Abkhazia, independent Abkhazia. And now invite the people to the Rostorg, and now let's immediately begin the march into the Ottoman Empire. Since I don't think they were prepared for this, so now let's go conquer the Ottoman Empire immediately now. Plus, I'm also gonna start counterattacking Azerbaijan, attacking it, invading, taking land, and then hitting. Oh my god, and now I basically have a full-on open road into Azerbaijan. And oh my god, and now I've encircled 2 Ottoman Empire divisions. So I think that their industry that cannot handle this war. Since the Ottoman Empire's industry cannot handle this war, actually, like, at all. So now let's go crush their dying empire. And everything now go here, go here. Good, and now we have gotten rid of spearhead into, of course, the lands of Anatolia. Attack the dying Azeri state, and of course, conquer the dying Ottoman Empire. Good, and now I've taken Baku, and then that should go on with my day. And now send the rest of our armies to crush Ottoman Empire. Alright, I invite Abkhazia to the Rostorg, and now let's get Military Production Act. And after about time that I start marching into Eastern Anatolia. Alright, and now it is about time that I start industrializing militarily for the glorious Russian Empire. Along with me just absolutely raping utterly and just completely raping the Ottomans. No matter if we're just throwing men, modernizing our guns, getting anti-air, getting better artillery, and even improving our industry. Just crush the Ottomans. That's all that you gotta do. Crush the Ottoman Empire. Since I have not gotten the Military Production Act, I'm just gonna start working on political path a little bit to now revive Stolypin's vision. Along with just taking more Ottoman lands. The shot. Alright, speaking of the rest of Anatolia, and then just take Western Anatolia, take this, go south, spearhead into Damascus, Beirut, taking better construction. Look at this. I'm just absolutely wrecking the Ottoman Empire. They're just so screwed. Like, they're so dead, it's not even funny. Just look at them. They're getting raped. And now let's go spearhead into Constantinople. Alright, and now since I've revived Stolypin's vision, I'm going to actually confront the rising empire, and then actually no, I'm gonna break the chains of Minsk. Break the chains of Minsk. And you know, I'm just gonna keep killing Ottoman Empire troops. I'm just gonna keep on killing them, wiping them, encircle them, circling them, taking the railway, and just overall wiping out the empire. And now there it goes. This Ottoman Empire wiped out completely. And it's happy just to now submit demands. Sure, Georgia can have Batumi, so what? They deserve Batumi. And it's happy to now steal Ottoman navies. And now pretty much everything is done. Look at that, and I put it under my control, and now I'm gonna start going after Central Asia. And now it's time for me to now get fate of our liberate Yemen, release Hejaz, Anatolia, Turkish Republic, release the Trucial States, and then release Tripolitania. Aegean Coast, Turkey, Asir, Yemen, Turkey, Levant, Syria, Lazistan, Turkey, Iraq, Mesopotamia, Cyprus, Turkey, Palestine, Independent Palestine, Kurdistan, Kurdish State, Constantinople, Turkey, Lebanon, release Lebanon. And I look at this, and now it's time for me to now invite everybody into the Rust Sword, and I ran into my faction. After severely fracturing the Ottoman Empire, we now got a bunch of new vassals. And now let's go and claim North Iran? No, the Karelian question. Oh, everybody's going after, what is this? The Turks. And now let's get, I don't know, promoting domestic industries. And first I'm gonna go crush Iran. Now Cyprus declared war on Turkey. Oh, whoa. So now Cyprus hates us. Great. Alright, now let's join the war. Iran, and I'm gonna call everybody in. And the first thing that I'm gonna do is crush Iran. And hopefully we defend against the Egyptian assault, so then I could just hopefully punish Iran fast enough so then I could go punish Egypt. And now it is about time that I boost small enterprises. And oh my god, is Iran getting completely destroyed by me. Oh my god, so look at Iran getting crushed by the glorious. Of course, now there goes Iran. So I'm just gonna annex them completely, so then I can make a vassal state out of them, and I'm just gonna leave these claimed states to Kurdistan. So forfeit them, just and give them to my puppet. So who cares? It's probably a core state of theirs, and Azerbaijan got Tabriz, whatever. And now let's develop military industry. Now let's go after Egypt. And Egypt's my. And Egypt is at peace with me now, so now let's go after the Kazakh Republic. Africa's gonna collapse. Watch. Yep, there we go. And my PC almost crashed. Alright, and now it's about time that we make an Iranian puppet called Persia. Alright, it's time for me to now go crush the Kazakh Republic now. So now let's go and conquer the Kazakh steppes. And since I now boosted small enterprises, I am now going to actually now get a gate to India. No, I'm going to uphold orthodox morality. Oh, and now I am at war with the entirety of Central Asia, so you know what, fine. Draw up an offensive line and go. Crush all of them. And since I've now upheld orthodox morality, I am now going to ban trade unions or oversight them. And now since we have now oversighted the trade union, I'm now going to get lessons of democracy and get myself a better tank.
Так точно! Идем! Слушаю! Ройсь! Так точно! Идем!
Alright, and I guess we could actually get some agricultural modernization.
Мирно! Выходим!
I'm happy to now march into Kiva and see if we can crush the Kazakh Republic.
Выходим! Слушаю!
Finally now the Kazakh Republic has capitulated, so I'm going to immediately reunify the front line. And then after that, just push the Turkic peoples out. So 24 divisions here, 54 divisions here. Turkestan offensive, Afghan offensive, and then like this. No. Alright, now let's begin all of our offensives and crush the Turkic peoples down in the south. Oh my god, and the Feng Tian government basically dominates China now. Whoa, that's amazing. Alright, now let's just keep on stealing Fergana land. I was not going to take Samarkand and spearhead into Fergana. And now I guess I could get, I don't know, and I guess I could get industry in the Urals. Alright, time for me to now start developing some nice Russian factories by mechanizing agriculture. Alright, time for me to now spearhead into Afghanistan and then just crush the Turkic peoples.
Ройсь! Ходим! Выдвигаться! Внимание! Внимание! До приказа! Готов!
And time for me to now start marching into Afghanistan. Oh my god, and I've officially killed all of the Turkic states. Nice. And now I need to go wipe out Afghanistan.
Ройсь!
So now let's go and wipe out the Afghan kingdom. I mean, you know, sure, let's sell Finland some grain. And look at this, the Russian Empire expands into Central Asia. And now it's about time that I make some puppets, like the fate of the independent Alish Orda. Xinjiang, make an independent Xinjiang.
Готов! Так точно!
Alright, time for me to now spearhead into the Afghan states. And since I've now got industry in the Urals, I'm going to get National Administration School, and I'm going to restore the Ural Cossack host. And after that, just give some territory to the Alash Orda, and just make some autonomies and some puppets. Denmark joins the Reichspakt, but that absolutely means nothing, since we're crushing Afghanistan. And time for me to now make some more puppets, like Bukhara's Emirate. Pishpeg, give to Alish Orda, and then Khiva, liberate Khiva as a republic.
Ройсь!
And now I'm just absolutely destroying Afghanistan now. Just look at them. So, they're just so weak compared to the Russian Empire.
До приказа! Готов выдвигаться! Ройсь!
Finally, and Afghanistan is gone, so I'm going to annex Afghanistan. And who should I go after next? Finland? Yes. I should definitely go after Finland. Alright, time for me to now give some more territory to my puppets. Oh my god, and get the final confrontation. Yes. I will get that after getting a national administration school, and I'm going to make Afghanistan. Oh my god, and now look at this. Now we have a bunch of vassal states in Central Asia. Like the Alish Orda.
Die Welten sind im Wandel, den Weg führt Hirohito. Kirschblüten sind gefallen, lebe wohl für diese Welt.
Alright, now since we have now got a national administration school, I'm going to get the final confrontation, just so I can go and crush Finland. Yes, I'm still expanding, just because I want more puppets and more influence in this world. And since we have now gained the final confrontation, I am going to demand Karelia. And I guess I could claim North Iran. No, Afghanistan, no, because I already have puppets in them. So how about I confront the rising Japanese Empire? Alright, demand territorial concessions. They're going to say no, and then I'm going to get a free puppet. Who doesn't love free puppets? And I'm also going to be building infrastructure in areas with lots of steel and coal, since I need lots of resources. Wait, Finland? Oh my god, so Finland's in the Entente. So you know, I could steal some land. Now Finland has been left weaker and Russia has been left gloriously stronger. And I guess I could go after the Reichspakt now, since you know, they'd be looking pretty weak. So I'm gonna train. Alright, so I'm gonna train a bunch of infantry, and I'm gonna equip it with anti-air, engineers, 2 artillery. I look at this. So this is gonna be my infantry template. Just full on shredding the Reichspakt. And time for me to now put these guys on Kingdom of White Ruthenia, and of course the United Baltic Duchy. And honestly, and there's still instability going on in Austria. I don't really need to guard the border yet, but I know it's going to be strong soon. But we might as well just guard our border up against the Belarusians in the Baltic. Alright, fate of Karelia. Assimilate into Russian territory. And now after confronting the rising empire, I guess I could get the wealth of Siberia. And after training up more divisions and then maybe even a tank division. Well, first, how about we make an improved medium tank? Oh my god, it's still in research. And after training up 17 more divisions, I'm just gonna put these guys on the front line against southern Belarus and eastern Poland. Just because the Germans will not see it coming that I'm about to just wreck their entire faction. I need to save Shatilov for my shock troops. And now it's about time that I make another fallback line on southern Belarus. And I'm also going to delete the shitty fallback line. No, not this one. I'm trying to now redraw the fallback line here. And then after when I'm done doing this, I'm going to begin the war against the Reichspakt. And since we now gained the wealth of Siberia, I guess I could get the National High Command Formation School. Or what should I do? Oh, actually, I should focus on getting a better air force. And I'm also going to start integrating my puppets. And the first one that I'm going to integrate is the Almighty Dawn Host. And where's Alish Orda? Since I want to integrate those states first. Good, and I've annexed Alish Orda and the Almighty Dawn Host. And since I've now gotten a tank, I guess I can start making the good tank. And one thing that I want is a nice competent engine and a lot of soft attack. So I'm going to get medium cannon, improve radio, wet ammunition storage, give me some armor, and decrease the engine. Make this welded. And then, I think this is good. I just want to make it a bit more reliable. 75% seems good. Right, basic heavy cannon, no. Small. Oh my. Well, honestly, I just want to see if there's like something that offers more soft attack, but also offers more reliability. I'm just going to stick with the medium cannon. And now let's go. Glorious tank, let's make the glorious tank. And I'm also not going to be allocating all of my military factories to this. And I'm just going to start building more military factories for my tanks. It's all infrastructure, except for the one in the Ural Mountains. And I'm going to start building more military factories and civilian factories. I also want to integrate Georgia. No, not Georgia. Azerbaijan? No. Abkhazia. They got absolutely no focuses, so we might as well just integrate Abkhazia. Oh, so now this means that I have basically course on Georgia? What? Good. Good enough. Integrated Abkhazia. Oh, and Georgia has an industry. Now to guess, get better planes. Yes, better planes. This is what we need right now. Better aircraft. I'm also going to integrate the Turkestan autonomy. Emirate of Bukhara, no Persia, because I can't. I guess I could reclaim the Far East, even though I'm probably not going to do it for a while. And I'm now going to integrate the Ural Cossack host. There's really no other factories that like focuses here that offer factories. So now let's integrate the Ural Cossack host. And I'm just going to integrate everybody. Let's take all the puppets under glorious Russian Empire control. And since we now reclaim the Far East, I'm going to tame the Mongolian steppe. Good, and after lots of integration, our Russian Empire stands larger and more competent. And now I guess we could get Russo-Serbian cooperation. And I think it's about time that we crush the Reichspakt. I think it is. My god, bro, how much fate of freaking states do we need? Bro, just let me assimilate all of them. Finally, and now I think I can go crush the Reichspakt now. Alright, so now in 40 days I'm going to be able to crush the Reichspakt, and oh look at that, I can demand Bessarabia back? No, I want a National High Command Formation School. And now I guess we could get now, resource prospection. Why not? And now let's improve Markov. Ooh, expert delegator. I like that. And then I also want offensive auction. Russia marches. So let's just go and invade the Reichspakt. And now let's go kill it. And I'm also going to call in Malorussia. So there's only Malorussia just because I need military access into their territory. So then I could absolutely destroy White Ruthenia. And boy, I do not think the Reichspakt was prepared for this. I don't think they were. I'm time to now march into Riga, march into Estonia, take Reval, and then just keep on invading the Reichs. I'm also going to see if I can encircle more Belarusians. I could just cause a Belarusian massacre here, and I've officially killed the Baltic Duchy, and for some reason most of its land got transferred to the Syndicalists. It's not very nice of them, but... Alright, time for me to now redraw my front line and push. So there's really nothing that the Reichspakt can. I basically have all or most of the Belarusian forces under siege. And for some reason, I need all of my troops to redeploy and reorganize. So then I could just keep on pushing the Reichspakt out of Eastern Europe. Alright, now there goes White Ruthenia. Nice. And it's time for me to now go and kill the Kingdom of Lithuania. Alright, so now Vilnius is about to be taken, and I'm about to encircle a couple of soldiers in the Baltic. And now it's about time that we demand Bessarabia back, even though we're probably not going to do it anyways because we have no political power, plus we got no manpower. That's nice, I guess. Where with all the newer states, we should be able to... Oh, actually, no. I'm going to put everybody on some civilian oversight. Oh, crap. And I need some people to be on integration. Sure. And now let's march into Memo and kill one Polish division. And then after that, I'm just going to allocate some troops just to get the Baltic in order. Alright, time for me to now kill a couple of Polish Reichspakt divisions while I just march into the lands of the glorious Reichspakt. Great, and now Austria joins the war. Is there a way to get recruitable populations? If I need some kind of manpower or some kind of political power. So I'm gonna see if addressing minority unrest could do something. Great, and now we got the Galicians in. So now let's send our troops from here up, and let's see if we can push into the Galician lands, and let's go punish Austria and just shove the Germans out of the Prussian mainland. Alright, it's time for me to now go and push the Baltic Duchy, and then just recover our lands.
Я готов.
I'm also gonna redraw the front line and then go. Damn it.
Ройс.
Yo, how is there like what? Look at me just absolutely wiping out the Reichspakt inside of Germany and Poland. Just look at this. This is just peak. The fact that the glorious Russian Empire marches west to crush the Reichspakt. Bro, I need manpower and I don't have manpower, so I'm just gonna disregard doing a focus for a long amount of time, just because like all the focuses that I do now are kind of useless.
Мирно.
Crap, I need to take Königsberg. Yo, give me Königsberg. Crap, and I need... Come on, so I need more divisions here, and then after that, I'm gonna have like these 4 divisions just like march from the north. Since I gotta tear through the northern Baltic and link up with the
Так
troops here.
точно.
Look at me killing Sweden. Let's go and attack some Polish, German, Ostasian forces inside of course, the Baltic Duchy lands. And I'm also going to hit the Germans in Memel.
До приказа.
I'm also going to kill their troops encircled inside of Liepaja, and I'm also now going to get a better heavy fighter, and then of course, better engine? No. Better what? Oh, better production. And it's time for me to now hit the Reichspakt forces in Prussia. And see if I can break through Galicia, Lodomeria. Warsaw's mine.
Готов.
And it's time for me to now send my troops here, just like something. Go and absolutely wreck the Reichspakt forces. Good, and now there goes the incompetent Republic of Poland. And then after that, I'm just gonna destroy the Galicia Lodomeria state. And see if I can get some kind of manpower, since I need men. And sure, I'm absolutely steamrolling the Reichspakt, but without manpower, I can't really do anything. Oh, look at that, and now I'm on the outskirts of Hungary, which is good. And I'm also now just, of course, crushing more of the Galician and Reichspakt forces inside of Europe.
Те.
Alright, time for me to now redraw my 70 Division offensive, just to go and hit the Austro-Hungarian lands. Oh crap, we're overextended. At least we're making some good progress inside of Hungary, blowing them away, and same with Germany. Just pushing their cavalry out. And boy, I need more divisions, more manpower, and what? Oh my god, and I need just more troops, more manpower, but the thing is, I don't have either of those. I don't have more troops nor more manpower, so I just gotta push on. And sure, I'm also wrecking the Hungarians and circled Galicia and Lodomeria. And I'm about to wipe out their forces inside of Lvov and march into the Kingdom of Hungary. Boy, they got so much forces. Compared to me, they got way more troops than I do. And I need more men, more conscription, everything. But look at me, I'm absolutely destroying the Germans while the syndicalists from the west are absolutely killing them too. So now we're doing pretty well. We are absolutely destroying the Reichspakt completely.
До приказа.
Oh my god, I now need to wipe out the Khazar Khanate, or just basically Crimea, but with a new name. Because I don't like a bunch of angry Crimeans expanding into my territory. That's not very nice. That is the most not nice thing I've ever seen in my life from them. Holy crap, bro. I'm making the Germans absolutely melt. I am making them absolutely melt. Same with Galicia, Lodomeria, and even the Kingdom of Hungary. I'm also starting to make them melt too. And I'm also now going to start marching further west into the German lands, and I'm also going to see if I can crush this Prussian encirclement. And let's see if I can fully crush it. You take Memel and just tighten on the encirclement, and then just keep on pushing them. So that's all we gotta do. Push Hungary, push the Reichspakt, take land, and cripple them. They will not be able to stop the Russian onslaught. And I'm also wrecking Bohemia also, so let's just rain hell on their forces.
Ройс.
I'm also gonna start researching some naval landing technologies like landing craft and also marines, just because I'm gonna need to naval invade the syndicalists by eventually stealing the entire German navy. And there goes Bohemia. That is another incompetent nation wiped out completely. Alright, time to now march here, take more Bohemia, and hopefully crush this German pocket. But I'm just so happy that I'm also on the outskirts of the Austrian Empire. Holy crap, do I need manpower? I need so much manpower, it is not even funny. Let's also need to crush more Germans and Hungarians. Good, and now there goes the incompetent Kingdom of Hungary. Also, now got a bunch of encircled Germans and Austrians, and I'm also now going to march further west into the German Empire's territory. I can finally go up to extensive conscription. Finally, I can start giving myself some manpower. And also, I'm now gonna start marching into northern Germany and also Berlin. Good, and now I've taken Vienna, and I attack me to now spearhead into Graz. No, I'm gonna kill some encircled Germans and Hungarians and Austrians. Just go wipe them all out. I'm also gonna see if I can crush the Prussian encirclement right here. Just crush it completely. And see if I can march on to Berlin. And see if I can take more of southern Germany. And let's see if I can crush some Germans. And it's happy to now kill some more Austrian. But now look at this. Just the sheer destruction of the Reichspakt forces. That can hopefully take Berlin. But holy crap, do we need manpower? It's not even funny. We need men in our army. Good, and now we're about to take Berlin. Boom. Berlin is ours. And now let's see if I can steamroll through Austria. Of course, more of Germany. Boom, Reichspakt is gone. And I have a bunch of peace score. And first we're deciding on what the hell we should do with Austria. So I'm just going to take as much land as possible. And then just make more spheres of influence inside, of course, Austria. So, alright. Alright, it's time for me to now start liberating Eastern Austria. And then a bunch of Hungarian pieces. So time for me to now take some more Hungarian lands. I just need to keep on liberating Hungarian lands. Alright. Give me those lands. And I'm also going to take Western Austria. And I'm also going to see if I can take Illyria. Which I can't, but I can definitely contest this land. And I'm also going to steal the Austrian navy. Since I know the Austrians have a strong navy. Demand, and I'm just going to keep on taking ships. Boom. Do this. Oh crap, and I need a Carinthia. Come on, give me Austria. I fought this whole time inside of Austria. I got the entirety of Austria. But I can't believe I left Galicia, Lodomeria encircled in Krakow. That's a problem. That's also my stupidity. So let's justify 100 days. And let's go and push the Germans out of Germany. And of course there goes Germany. So I'm going to annex all of the lands east. Like Lithuania, Baltic Duchy, Lithuanian lands, Poland. Some lands of the German Empire. I decided to now take more lands of, and then of course more lands of the German Empire. Alright, and I'm also now gonna start stealing the navy. I demand and time for it to now start stealing some German ships. I time for it to now steal some more ships. Since all I just want is just Eastern Germany, just give me Eastern Germany under my control, and I'm gonna try to steal as much German ships as possible. Finally! Now see how big my navy is. Oh my goodness, this is a fat ass navy. Yo, look at this fat ass navy. I'm also not going to allocate some more dockyards onto repairing. I have these guys repair because I just stole basically a crap ton of ships and time for it to now make a bunch of vassal states like Austria, vassal state. White Ruthenia, take Mogilev, liberate the rest. Latvia, pre-Baltica, or you know, how about we make pre-Baltica? Wow, that's so big. Poland, liberate them. Fate of North Germany, release a North German state and include Prussia. And I look at this, the fall of Germany. Personal union? Sure. I look at so now we're in a personal union with the Polish. I don't know why, but whatever, who cares? Oh my god, we got a bunch of fates. Czech state or Czechoslovakia? Why not? Let's make a big fat Czechoslovakia. Prussia, give it to Poland. East Prussia, give it to Poland. Hungary, Greater Hungary. Maribor, Austria. Slovenia, Austria, Germany, Posen, Poland, Polessia, Belarus. And it's time to now mechanize some more agriculture, see what we can do with the extra lands of... Oh my god, and... Alright, so Western Galicia, give it to Poland. Memel, Poland. Brest, Poland. West Prussia, Poland. Oh my god, and look at this glorious kingdom of Poland. So big. Alright, Eastern Galicia, give it to Poland, and now look at this. Now I got a big, chunky Polish kingdom. And now, oh my god, we're at war with Sweden. Wow. That's something that I absolutely do not care about. And now starting construction. And I guess I could go after, yes, the reclamation of Tavrida, since I do want to crush Crimea, since nobody likes an independent Crimea. And then after that, I'm going to begin my war against the Syndicalist menace. Oh my god, I can't believe... Yo, why is Bulgaria at war with me yet? I think I should go kill them, and also use Turkey as a staging ground to kill the Bulgarians. And now I guess we could... Oh, yeah, shatter the Iron Curtain, since we are going to shatter the Iron Curtain. And now I'm going to see if I can also crush Bulgaria. Since they have some troops here, and I know I can easily crush them, but first I want to crush the Crimeans, and then I'm going to crush Bulgaria, and then I'm going to naval invade Sweden and also crush them. And since we now shatter the Iron Curtain, let's get Dreams of a New Europe. No. How about we privatize the rail system? Alright, let's go and wipe out the independent Crimeans. Go. And I'm also going to call everybody in. And thank God the Turks are defending against the Bulgarian assault, since they should. And now let's just go and wipe out Crimea completely. There's no point of their joke of a nation existing. Yo, I thought call everybody in. Man, basically calling everybody in. What is this crap? Look at that, now Kryvyi Rih is about to be captured. More Crimeans about to be gone. Just send the reinforcements. No, yes. And now let's go and wipe out Crimea. And their joke of a little state. No syndicalists in Spain. And now look at that, the Carlists. I love Carlism. Plus, they also got like some glorious colonialism focus shit, which is pretty nice. I like that. Look at Crimea just getting destroyed by just full-on artillery strikes. And the fact that... Oh crap, they just broke through. Oh shit. So that I need to immediately crush Crimea. I guess now Crimea's gone. I'm gonna take their navy, get out, and time for me to now get my troops on Constantinople and overrun Bulgaria. And that's of course, I don't know, reviving the Entente here. Well, do I really want to join the Entente? We both hate syndicalism. I guess we could revive the Entente spirit just because we're friends with the Entente. Actually, no, they have Finland. Finland was our dominion. Screw them. Hey, but... Oh, Finland's no longer in their faction. Which means that I could use them as a reason to kill them. And I can also reclaim Karelia, become an even stronger, more glorious Russian Empire. Alright, and now it's, I guess... I don't honestly know what focuses I should do. Maybe expanding the aircraft industry, but... Alright, now let's go overrun Bulgaria. Expand Russian dominance.
Готов подвигаться. Потеснимы! Зададим жару. Готов подвигаться. Давай! До приказа. Готов подвигаться. Выходим.
Okay, so I'm gonna cut my army in half and put these 44 divisions on a little campaign from the south. Just so I could absolutely destroy Bulgaria. And then after that I can go crush Finland. So I know I'm gonna justify a war goal, retake or stay Petsamo. And then while I'm justifying the war goal, I'm gonna crush the Bulgarians. Now I got the VNS victory. Alright, now let's begin our campaign against the Bulgarians. Begin the Bulgarian campaign. Alright, I'm doing something. I just gotta blow them away in Chanakal. I'll blow them away in Chanakal. While all of my guys assault Constantinople. Yo, just go and take Chanakal. So either take Constantinople or take Chanakal. And we have taken Chanakal. So now see if I can get a nice solid encirclement. And I just did. And I also have the Bulgarians encircled in islands. And I'm going to flank the Bulgarians from the south. And march into their joke of a country. And time to now strengthen protectionism. Now let's start killing some Bulgarians. After just killing their entire force, I'm just going to march. And then after I just send this troop into Adrianople. And then of course attack the encircled Bulgarians inside of Constantinople. And it's time for me to now make my tank division. And trust me, this is going to be a very strong tank division. This is going to be something that shreds the AI. Well, I hope. So I'm just going to get trucks and just tanks. And my tanks don't really have a bunch of soft attacks, so I'm going to adjust my doctrine to give it more soft attack. So rapid domination, I'm going to replace with deep battle. Deep battle, since I want my better tank. Since I want my tanks to be better. Bro, I can't believe I could just trade up a whole 21 division just full of tank. And now let's go and crush Bulgaria. Alright, now let's partition Bulgaria. Take Plovdiv. Take the capital state. And then take Burgas. And I think we have officially partitioned Bulgaria between north and south. Russia is gaining more land. Good. Good, and now Bulgaria has been partitioned, and I guess I could now demand Bessarabia, and then of course seize Tuva. And then I'm gonna build some more factories. I feel like replacing this with mobile infantry. Also, this is only helps mechanized, so just keep assault infantry. Alright, question of Mongolia, demand treaty, and Uriankai. On the time for me to now make a Tsardom of Bulgaria, Romania, and then of course Romania says no. Let's go and crush Romania. Plus, where the hell did all my troops go? Oh, they're like right here. So now let's go and crush the Romanians from the north and south. So yes, then it is war. Then it is war. Yes, it is. Good, and now I've taken some lands from the Mongols, and now we're at war with the Serbs too. This might be a little problematic, so I'm gonna send a couple of my troops down into the Serbian lands. Now let's hit Putilov's armament drive. Where's all my troops at? They're just railroading out. Alright, and now let's go kill some people, the Romanians. So let's just go and overrun the Romanians. Oh, and I have a war goal against the Finns. So I'm just gonna immediately go after the Finns. So I'm just gonna send my troops and go invade Finland because this war goal is gonna expire. Oh, it's a retake core state war goal. So you know what? Since it's a retake core state war goal, I'm just gonna send my troops into Hungary, attack them from the Croatian flank. I think it's about time that we make an air force. Something that will shred the Syndicalist pass. Good, lots of air attack and lots of defense. I'm happy to just start like building lots of synthetic refineries. Alright, and now let's go murder Serbia. Good, and now there goes Romania and Serbia. I'm happy to now set some demands on Serbia. And also on Albania. And now let's annex some Serbia. Finally. And now and now after crushing Romania, I'm gonna begin mass mobilization of tanks and especially infantry, since we're gonna need every single man to crush the Syndicalist menace. Every single bullet, every single piece of metal, every single plane, every single tank. We're gonna need everything on our side to help crush the Syndicalist menace for once and for all. I'm also not gonna send my troops and also go crush the Republic of Finland just because I'm really bored. I'm determined to now complete the agrarian reform. Look at that, and now Sweden's beginning their stupid reclamation war. Yeah, Swedish meatball land. I don't think it's a good idea. And now let's go and now let's go and crush the Republic of Finland. Good enough. Finland has capitulated. Annexed them. Oh, really? I can't even annex them. What the hell? Alright, so you know, let's just take this. Oh, Syndicalists, you are not taking shit. That's the only thing that I'm gonna tell you. You ain't taking shit. Everything belongs to me, Syndicalists. Thank you. Thank you for doing business with me. And now let's go crush Sweden. What the hell? Bro, why do we need a front line with Illyria? I have no clue. So now let's go and crush the Swedes. Just because I feel like crushing the Swedes, and just because they're being annoying. So now let's go and crush Sweden. And then after that, of course, make a Finnish puppet. Yeah, so we must liberate them. And now we have a Grand Duchy of Finland. What is with the fucking frontline creation? This is getting annoying. What is this? Send them, invade from the north. Halt and go. Since we've now promoted loyal co-ops, I guess I could empower the presidency, or actually empower the monarchy, since we ain't no goddamn presidency. And now just go and crush the Swedish menace. And fully crush it for the good of the Russian people. Finally, now look at Sweden just getting crushed by the glorious Russian Empire. Alright, and now speaking of the Swedish campaign, we're absolutely destroying them. And the fact that we're just following the railway is making it 30,000 times easier for us to win. Since we're just following the railway. But look at me absolutely wrecking Sweden. I am just screwing them up by just taking every single piece of land, encircling their troops, killing them, taking Bornholm, marching south. And now there goes Sweden. So I'm just gonna take basically all their land and make sure that the syndicalists get absolutely nothing out of this peace conference. Because syndicalists, you can absolutely go fuck yourself, stupid syndicalists. You can go fuck yourself. Alright, I got the entirety of Sweden under my control, I think. Yep, I do. Skåneland, and now I'm just gonna steal all their ships. Boom, I stole the navy, and now look at this. Sweden is now under Russian dominance. And after basically mobilizing a huge amount of troops and plus tanks, I'm gonna put the tanks under Shatilov, and integrate them into Markov's field martial order, and then after that I'm gonna integrate some troops into Denikin's order, and then I'm going to just get some more armies. Finally, now after going for some mass recruitment, I think I can start my reclamation war and kill the syndicalist menace. So first I'm going to set up a front line against the German-controlled syndicalists. Oh, well, I'm actually going to set up a fallback line, and is Switzerland syndicalists? No, they're just neutral, so I'm just going to set up a fallback line between all the syndicalist nations and my puppets, since I'm going to be calling them all in. And I don't really need to worry about the Bulgarian encirclement. Like, I'm just going to put maybe 12 divisions here, just so I could like quell anything stupid that's gonna happen. And then speaking of Italy, I'm gonna put 24 divisions on Italy, and then where else should I put my big fat army? I feel like I should invade Denmark, just for one reason. Because if I can invade Denmark, I'll be able to get access to the sea, which means that I'll be able to send my navy here, and then I'll get access into the Danish belts. Oh, but I also have the Kaiser Wilhelm Canal. See, but then I can't get access. So I'm gonna focus on suppressing subjects, and I'm gonna focus on some integration. Alright, so fate of Sweden. Yes, restore the Swedish monarchy, but grant statehood to the Sami. Wow. Or maybe I could even invade Norway, but it's like they're part of the Entente, which is gonna be a little annoying. Anyway, I'm just gonna get my troops and go invade, of course, the syndicalist menace. And for some reason, I can't get naval access here. I don't know why. I can't get naval access. Why? Let's also just merge all these fleets under one big fat fleet. Well, I think I need Denmark under my control if I want to invade the syndicalists. Since if I have control over the Danish belts, and doesn't that mean that I can just get the seas under my control? Or does that... Well, actually, no. First, I'm gonna... Well, when I get into the war with the syndicalists, I'm gonna get military access with the French national state. And then I'm gonna help them kill syndicalist France, Union of Britain and Spain, have them liberate everything, then have them bring their navy, get naval supremacy, and then I can naval invade the Union of Britain, or just have them naval invade the Union of Britain, and then just get military access, and then kill the syndicalists, and then end the video. So that's my plan right now. I guess we can begin our little war against the syndicalists, since we basically have everything that we need. Plus, I have a bunch of planes, too, just so I could go and tell the syndicalist planes to back off from the big fat Russian Air Force. It's a bunch of planes. And time for it to add some more planes, since we're going to need some more aircraft and Zeppelins and more CAS and more naval bombers. Look at this, 1,200 planes sitting in southern Germany. This is going to be fun. Also, now going to make a CAS template. And this is just going to be basic, so just bomb locks, heavy machine gun, cannon, subsequently fuel tank, not strategic materials usage. And then after that, I'm going to put some factories onto producing some CAS. And plus, I need more rubber. Oh, wow. So I think I need to start the war. Oh, right now, I'm justifying my war goal. So then I could go and kill the syndicalist menace once and for all. Alright, now let's go and kill Roots. And wipe out their joke of a country once and for all. Alright, time for me to now call in every single puppet of mine shall help the campaign. Alright, I'm also not going to set up a second front line. Against, of course, the syndicalist menace. So now it's just like send some troops now. Yes, Paris against Moscow, just like 1812. And it will be just like 1812 once again. And now let's go and push the syndicalist. What the f, man? Hey, I meant everybody guard the front line. What is this shit? Since I can't give them time to reorganize, so I'm just gonna start my offensive. You either kill them or don't, and I'm gonna kill them now. So let's go and blitz the syndicalist menace from basically every single flank. And don't worry, Entente shall help you and save you from the syndicalist menace. Plus, I'm also going to help divert a lot of the syndicalist French troops away, so then that the Entente can actually do something and save themselves inside of Africa. I'm also going to ask for military access with these guys and get a non-aggression pact. Because I'm not starting a war with the Entente, just because I don't want to. I looked at it, now there goes the Bavarian Commune, and I'm about to get a British encirclement, and I'm out. And I'm already getting British encirclements, and I'm also punching through the syndicalist puppet states and just making sure that we take as much land as possible before the syndicalists have time to reinforce their little borders. Look at this, just like the utter blitzing. Oh my god, and even Italy's getting raped. Everybody's dying just because of glorious Russian Empire, and it's actually kind of cooking. Hey, but you know, I'm gonna cancel military access with the French, just because if I do military access, and that means that all the states are gonna get transferred to them, and I don't really want that to happen. And oh my god, my puppets are just sending in the mass amounts of troops here. Just like mass amounts of divisions. While my main troops are just invading the main syndicalist areas like Belgium and the illegitimate German states, and I want to make sure that the People's Reich does something here. So now I'm about to say Brussels, kill the syndicalists in Belgium. Look at this. This is just easy. 1942, we're wiping out the syndicalists. Now there goes the Belgian syndicalists. And now there goes Luxembourg. Now I'm starting to blitz the Commune of France, and the French national state starting to fight off the syndicalists. Good. Look at this. This is just a massacre of syndicalists. Full on massacre. Oh my god, and I can't believe we just broke through the Maginot. Is this how strong we are? I don't know. Because this Russian Empire has been made way too strong. We have blitzed basically all of their forces and circled most of them, and now we're starting to punch into the Commune of France. Should have access into the sea now, right? What? I don't know how the naval supremacy works, honestly. Since I have so many puppets, and for some reason I can't even like, get access into their fort. What do ya mean, bruh? Actually, no, I'm gonna give the French their territory. How are they winning? Plus, how the hell are we at war with Malta? Oh, good, so they're syndicalists, which means they're gonna push it. Wow, Pétain, you set up a real show for yourself, but you know, I'm happy that you diverted some of their troops, so then I could just fully blitz the Commune. I'm just gonna draw a full-on offensive line going all the way down into, of course, the Gibraltar Strait. Now I have taken Paris from the syndicalist menace. Amazing. And I look at this. The Russian Empire dominates once again. Plus, I'm also gonna give military access to Canada. Or get military access into Canada. Just look at this. The fact that the syndicalists are getting absolutely destroyed by me just shows that I am the true world dominator. Alright, now let's see if I can pull off an encirclement. Ooh, we have done it. Encirclement success, and now we got a huge bunch of syndicalist troops ready to be killed. Look at me, I'm just absolutely steamrolling through the syndicalists. Bro, this is just funny, just steamrolling them. Completely cutting off the railways. Just utterly blitzing them. Taking every single port, depleting them of manpower. And just overall strengthening the Russian glorious empire. Oh shit. Hey, but guess what? I'm not gonna pull out all my troops because I gotta kill France. Hey, I can't believe I don't have naval supremacy in the Baltic Sea. That's... Okay, so, you know, so I'm just gonna like send my troop or my navy there and just go and convoy raid the living hell out of just convoy raid the living hell out of that area. Since I have a big fat German navy, so I could just kill the British convoy ships and just prevent any more ships and troops from arriving. Yo, guys, what is this fucking cohesion? Come on, people, walk in. What's wrong? Yo, if they somehow cut off my entire army. Yo, people, what is this cohesion? Bro, I need to reorganize this because this cohesion's disgusting. Bro, like, this cohesion's terrible. So I need to redraw this immediately and just hope that we can just contain whatever the syndicalists have left. Yeah, and I just contained it. With all the new troops arriving, I can just go and punch through syndicalist fronts and then hopefully pull off another nice encirclement. Because nobody likes a prosperous syndicalist France. And everybody likes a dead one. See, just look at all my forces just wrecking the syndicalist menace. Plus I'm also just raping the entire navy of them too. See, look at this. I'm just sinking every single convoy. Alright, come on, blitz on me. And now let's go and wipe out this encirclement. What the hell? Yo, how did it just manually disband itself? What? Boom. Good. No! Stop pin attacking, thank you. No, stop redeploying. This stupid cohesion is getting too much of me. This cohesion is getting way too annoying for me. Plus I'm also starting to wipe out. See, look at this. More French, more syndicalists absolutely wiped from this world. And time for it to now continue the offensive. So now let's go and fully wreck syndicalist menace. Look at that, and I'm just absolutely killing off the... Ooh, and I'm starting to sink British actual ships. And I'm just sinking a lot of their convoys, which is good. So they don't want to economically starve them. Really? I don't have fuel? What? Yo, I have so much refineries, and it's saying that we're gonna run out of fuel very soon. What are you talking about? We have so much refineries. And just better processing, and we're even killing more syndicalists than ever. And you're like, oh, you don't have fuel? Yeah, bro. Look into your refineries. Since we have a bunch of them. Look at this. But I just can't believe that we're absolutely destroying syndicalist France. Now I'm starting to sink the syndicalist navy and more of their convoys. How much manpower does France have? Well, they still have some manpower, but that's because they still hold on to most of their fronts, so we have to take away more of their fronts. Alright, it's time for it to now absolutely blitz the French syndicalist menace. Since there's basically nothing that could stop them. Look at this, encirclement, and then just crushing anything and everything that we have of the syndicalist menace. Come on, do the offensive, attack them. Brother, it's not that hard, attack. Attack. Thank you. Oh my god, and they got a little garrison here for all of them to be officially dead. Alright, I think it's about time that we do the last liberation offensive against these syndicalist Frenchies. And with basically everybody dedicated to every single encirclement, the French are slowly dying. They're slowly getting wiped off of this continent, just slowly but surely. So slowly but surely the syndicalists are getting wiped. And it's time to now halt their advance, march, halt this. And now I got another syndicalist encirclement. Come on, Ben, thank you. And now we have Italy basically encircled, so let's start an offensive against Italy and expel these poor bastards out of Europe. Bro, how do we have no fuel if we have been stacking the deck on refineries and rubber and fuel processing? How do we have no fuel? This does not add up. Hey, so I want to pull my navy back to port, and after that, I want to build a lot of fuel storage. Just because for some reason, we're not getting enough fuel storage in, so we need to lock in and build more refineries. Finally, now we're and now look at this, our fuel gain is through the roof, but for some reason, we still ain't pushing them. My god. And I feel like it's mainly Italy who's holding off our assaults the most. So you know what? So I'm gonna see if I can blitz Spain first. So see if I can blitz Spain. And then after when I blitz Spain, I'm gonna see if I can break through Italy. And then just shatter their advance into Europe. We're starting to push them out in southern France. We're slowly starting to make some solid progress. Damn, bro, we got no manpower again? Hey, immediately go up to service by requirement. Since you need to serve in the army if you want to make Russia glorious again. Finally, and I look at this. Syndicalists in Spain are getting absolutely crushed. Utterly and absolutely crushed in Iberia. Uh-oh, that is a big one. Hey, but don't worry, we're gonna contain it. So you know, so I'm just gonna have the faction forces contain it. So faction forces, do your job. Well, I just absolutely screw the syndicalists in Iberia. Plus, if I can use this area as like a competent spearhead, I can actually capitulate syndicalist France. Make this war like 30,000 times easier for me. Alright, and I'm gonna see if I can break through Avignon, and then I'm gonna see if I can encircle Marseille. So don't even pin attack. It isn't gonna work for you guys. Wow, 815 factories is a lot. Alright, time for this to now keep taking more land, take more ports, use the tanks, take more land, and just overall destroy the syndicalist menace. Alright, time for to now encircle these guys from the north. Alright, and I'm gonna see if I can get Marseille to be encircled. Come on, so give me Marseille. No! Wait! Come on, push these guys. March. Oh my god, they left Marseille. Look at that, and now they've retreated out of Marseille, and now there goes the Commune of France. And look at that, the Kingdom of Spain is back inside of the glorious Entente. And it's every time I redraw this front line and go and crush the Italian syndicalists. Since we can crush Italy, it's gonna be less troops to defend when we are... Alright, can I get my ships over there? Damn it. I can't. Come on, man. It's not very nice. Really? Oh, airbase access, sure. Look at this. Now look at me. I'm just absolutely destroying the syndicalists. Killing off every single encirclement, getting every single port.
Слушаю.
Look at that, and now that's one more British division now, and I'm just gonna see if I can just pull off insane encirclements inside of, course, France. And also in España. Bro, I have such a big navy that would guarantee naval supremacy, but I don't have naval supremacy. And just because for some reason I can't even get access to the ports. Since I can move my ships through, it's just that... Oh. Well, let's see what I can do here, because I want to see if I can get sea access. Alright, and let's kill some syndicalists inside of Barcelona. Look at this, bro. Just look at Italy. They're so incompetent. They are just garbage. There's nothing that you can do to stop these guys. To stop the Russian Empire from killing your incompetent joke of a nation. And it's time for me to now march into southern Spain. And then I'm also going to take over Portugal. Oh my god, just look at all this mass combat just happening. Look at this. I got a couple of encirclements pulled off by the glorious Russian Empire. Look at every single push. I'm just destroying the Italian syndicalists. From every single encirclement, every single piece of land taken, look at that. Another syndicalist encirclement. Look at that, and now we got some more British people then, and I'll see how much manpower Britain has. So it's slowly dwindling for them while I'm just running around in Italy, crushing all of their troops. Since if I can crush Italy, that's going to be less ships for them, which means it's going to hopefully guarantee me naval supremacy. But hopefully. Alright, I'll see if I can like wipe out the Spanish. Wipe this out, and then also kill all of these syndicalist French and Italians right here. Alright, and now let's see if I can punch through Genoa. Look at this. Yo, holy crap. Break through this. What is this? Break through it. Kill every single syndicalist man there. I'm gonna also go and wipe out some British syndicalists inside of Spain. Take another port. And then just keep on marching, and the liberation of these syndicalist peoples shall continue. Can y'all just kill this? Rain artillery on them and they will die. You just gotta do it for it to happen. Look at that, and now that's some dead syndicalists in Spain, and now Iberia has been liberated. And now I'm gonna start the full invasion of Italy. Since if I can crush Italy, I can definitely assert more dominance among the syndicalist menace. And don't worry, Pétain, I will avenge your glorious French national state. But first I gotta kill some Italians encircled in Genoa. Alright, and I'll see how much people I have killed, or how much soldiers I've killed. So first, Britain. 744,000 British syndicalists killed. France, I have killed 842,000 Frenchies. 47,000 Belgians. 41,000 Batavians. 49,000 Federation of Rhenish Communes, 3,000 Cubans. Wait, Cuba's a major? Wait, hold up, I gotta look at that again. What? Wait, but they're not a major, they were just... And I killed like pretty insignificant amounts in other syndicalist states. But I'm just happy that I'm just crushing them, just utterly crushing Italy and their joke of a competent syndicalist state. You shall be crushed once and for all for the gloriousness of Russia. Yo, for some reason, I can't even get my ships out. Bro, like, what do I need? Since I can't access it, and I don't know why. Ironlaying I could do? No. Yo, bro, how do I get access? Because now I cored all the Azerbaijani lands. It kind of doesn't matter now, but... Alright, whatever. Send the tanks, blitz through Italy, kill all these encirclements. Look at that. Only northern Italian encirclement. Just look at this. More dead syndicalists. I don't care. Bro, I don't honestly care who they are. Italians, British, syndicalists, I don't care. Just guess what? Gotta kill them all. Oh my god, and look at that. The two Sicilies is back. And Italy has capitulated, of course, to the glorious Russian Empire. And now I'll just crush the British encirclements. And then after that, I'm gonna see if I can get air supremacy over... Yeah, so split it in two. Send this one into this area, and then I'm going to send these guys into southern England to get some fighters in there. Oh, wait, like, how do I split it? Yes, split it. Send them here. Bro, I can't get all my planes there for some reason. Hey, so you know, so, like, is there a way to, like, disband them? Yes. And time to now make more reasonable amounts of planes. See, now I could send these guys to the air without getting really any penalty for it. And time for it to now begin the glorious air war in southern England. Since I basically have the planes, and I'm also shooting down their little aircrafts also. Nice. Look at this. We basically have full dominance over the syndicalist lands. We crushed Italy, we crushed France. We're trying to somehow gain naval supremacy. Hey, so I'm gonna go sink all of the British ships inside of the Baltic Sea. Now let's go and convoy raid the hell out of them. Let's see if we can catch any British syndicalist convoys off guard. But things like, I don't honestly know what to do. I'm just gonna help the Entente with whatever the hell this is. Bro, if I can somehow just sneak my navy into the Mediterranean. But I can't do it. I hate this. And for some reason, I can't even get access into here. What? Hey, main motherfucker. I have this, and for some reason, like, bro, I can't even get access into any sea. This is like the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life, because I could actually do some real damage, and I can't do it. But whatever. See if I can just crush some more British. Yes, so just kill them all. Gotta kill them all. Alright, we have the Union of Britain left. And I can't naval invade them, so I either gotta wait for someone else to naval invade them, or I just end the video. And I'm gonna see if I can wait, like, a longer amount of time. Let's see if, like, the Entente can get some, like, supremacy here. So I'm also gonna get a non-aggression pact with the Canadians. Let's just help Canada. Oh, and I also send an attaché. Sure. And the Union of Britain does not have a lot of divisions. They have a lot of factories, but division-wise, nope. I need to now help, of course, the glorious Russian Empire. And honestly, I just need to see if I can naval invade them, because sure I need landing craft and sure I need all of this, but I just can't get my navy into there. Like I don't know. Like, I don't legitimately know. I'm gonna see if I can do something with Drozdovsky's little force of infantry. Since I basically have assault infantry, I'm contesting their air dominance. And if I just go for like a little, just like a little naval invasion. I don't know, just look at me just contesting the British syndicalist air force. I'm sure my planes are getting absolutely raped, but I don't really care at this point. I have the superior industry. Hey, I need naval supremacy over, well, air supremacy over the English Channel. That's what I need right now, air supremacy over the English Channel. Come on, Entente, send your navy. Bro, I swear to God, Canada, I'll even give you some territory, just, like, me, for once. In your fucking life, you gay-ass king. I need dominance in the English Channel, but I can't get dominance on the English Channel. Like, for some reason, I just can't. And it's stupid how I can't. Hey, so, let's see if I can integrate the German People's Reich. And yeah, that'll take a fucking while, but like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Because like, I can't naval invade them. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, bro, this is insane. Like, what am I supposed to do? Since I really can't do anything now. Because sure, I can try naval invading, and sure, I could try waiting for the Entente. Useless. Oh? Please tell me you guys are on a naval invasion for definitely that one little port called Liverpool. Wait. How the hell is Poland getting their ships there? Wait, how does... Oh, wait, no, but it's just convoys. But still, that does not make sense. Oh, and I'm raiding their convoys. Nice. So just keep on raiding them because they're still there. They're just, like, around. You just gotta detect the convoys. And let's see if I can catch some British ships off guard here, too. Then I can just shoot down their entire navy, have the Entente gain naval supremacy, and then we can invade Britain and then end the video. Bro, I don't get it. How is there 733 friendly ships in region, and I still can't pull off a fucking naval invasion? Just because, according to the ships, I don't have access. Like, my brothers in Christ. What do you mean I can't get my ships here if I have a bunch of ports in France ready? Just legitimately ready to help me kill the syndicalists, and for some reason, like... Alright, so to the Hoi 4 devs, you fucked up naval mechanics. I'm sorry, you just fucked it up bad. See, it's like, you can't even naval invade anymore. It's stupid. Like, bro, naval invading Britain is impossible if you're like a landlocked nation. And I can go for paratroopers, but I suck with planes. Like, my Air Force is getting raped right now, so it's not possible. So the question is, what do I do? No accessible regions. What do you... Hey, so I think I may have found the solution. First I'm gonna justify a war goal Denmark. I'm gonna invade Denmark. I'm gonna kill Denmark. And then while I have it under my control, that should offer me naval access into the English Channel. Hopefully. I hope this works, or else this campaign is basically fucked. Finally, the war goal has been justified. Let's go and wipe out some Danish bastards. Call everybody into this new war. Kill them all. Bro, I called in so many of my allies. I swear to God, it's gonna make my computer crash. Yep, and I'll see if we can wipe out the Danish menace. And just like control over their ports. Yo, bro, what the hell? And hopefully I'm able to win this. And look at that, Sweden sending their little defense forces while I'm shooting down all Danish troops that basically contest my glorious campaign inside of Denmark here. And after severely wiping out the Danes, look at that, I have Roskilde under my control. Come on, just march there, cool.
Выходим!
And it's now gonna march into Copenhagen. Come on, let me take Copenhagen. Come on, let me take glorious Copenhagen. Damn it. Or just give me Copenhagen. Yeah, Copenhagen, and Denmark should capitulate now. Wait, did they join a faction? I was watching. Alright, but they're gone past give me everything. Alright, let's see if this works. How is it still restricted? I have ports along the seas, and for some reason, I still just can't. Oh my god, bro, what is the main problem? I killed Denmark, wiped them out completely. I basically have access through this entire sea, and I can't fucking get naval supremacy. Like, shit is insane. Like, it's wild. Like, it's insane. Like, how does this work? Alright, so I'm gonna reload the save and see if the seas still stand red. Since if it does, then I'm just gonna end the video since I can't really naval invade them. Oh, I got it. So, you know, oh my god, I got it. Yes, all I just had to do was just relocate my ships and just reload the goddamn save. I have no clue why I was crying this whole time. Oh, well, I wasn't actually crying. I was just pissed. Come on, just send them here. Do I have naval supremacy? I think I do. Put these guys on patrol. War off after basically... Where the hell? This is going to be a little bit of a problem. And that was annoying. Let's see if this works. I'll see if I can blow through Portsmouth. Let's see if I can... And also take Dover and circle Portsmouth. And take it. Cool. Now, everybody stop. Even you, stop attacking. Since I need my ships there. Oh, look at that, the Entente just did their naval invasion too. See, all I just had to do was just reload the save. Bro, why was I crying this whole time? Oh, by the way, I used ChatGPT just to wonder why my navy wasn't accessing to the English channel. So I used ChatGPT. Flame me in the comments, I don't care. Flame me in the comments for using ChatGPT just because I'm a complete retard. Or flame me, I don't give a shit. Oh, look at this. I'm absolutely just, wow. I am killing the British Air Force, and I'm also contesting them using my own Air Force. Where's my glorious Navy and my Army? My god, I'm just absolutely just like massacring the British Navy and Air Force, and let's see what I can do now with all my new glorious divisions. Marching into the port. Let's see what I can do now against the Syndicalist menace, and then after this I can end the video. Hey, I want... Because not gonna lie, my brain is so fried right now, it's not even funny. It is so completely fried from this entire campaign. Just offenses, blowing away the Syndicalists, conquering Central Asia. All for this peak moment. And Denmark, monarchy, since we are a monarchy, so it makes sense. But look at this. The Russian Empire stands strong. And now let's go and completely wipe out the Syndicalist menace now, just because we got nothing else to do. Halt and push. Halt, have everybody redeploy. And after that, we're going to begin our little campaign into the glorious Syndicalist Britain and crush its incompetent state once and for all. And plus, I'm also starting to wreck the British Navy completely. Wrecking its submarines, its destroyers, its planes. I'm wrecking everything. Look at that. London is about to be taken by Russian-Canadian forces. Alright, it's time to now blitz the British forces in Bristol. And then, look at that. London is now in Canadian hands. The Canadians are now liberating their home country from the Syndicalists along with the glorious Russian Empire. And I'm also going to bring the French national state back and give them France just for their nice effort. But when I capitulate the Syndicalists, there's still one more nation. One more disgrace in the East. The Far Eastern People's Republic. I gotta crush these bastards. So I'm going to be building lots of... Oh wait, no, I have 2 supply hubs there. So I'm just going to send my tanks there and just steamroll that. And maybe even use the Fengtian as a basing point. Oh my god, and Japan is cooking right now. Japan is cooking. Finally, now look at that. Another British disaster. Another Syndicalist naval disaster. And after this, I can finally rest, and after invading the disgrace in the east, I can end the video and proclaim the greatest Russian empire inside of Kaiserredux. There goes the syndicalists. They're dead. Look at this. Glory. Full-on glory. So first, Canada, I'm giving them the entirety of Britain. So let's give Canada the entirety of Britain, and I'm going to get some puppets. But first, I need to find the German People's Reich, and I need to give them the German states that they well deserve. Poland deserves nothing, since they already got their lands. And speaking of me, I'm gonna take Netherlands and then the Belgian land. Oh boy, this is gonna get fun. Cool. And time for me to now take the entirety of the Commune of France, Iceland, Luxembourg, Malta, Socialist Republic of Italy, and then Algeria, Tunisia, and then some of Chile. Cuba. And time for me to now steal the entire syndicalist navy, since I'm gonna have the biggest navy in history of the glorious Russian Empire. They're going to have the biggest and strongest navy of all time. No, and I want Belgium. I deserve Belgium. Stop fighting me, Canada. I'm gonna get it. I want also give me whatever the hell that is. Give me that. Bro, I have 42,000 peace score. You cannot contest me. I can't believe the syndicalists have been crushed. Success! But there's still one more nation that needs to be destroyed by my glorious armor. And that is called the fucking disgraces in the east, the Far Eastern People's Republic. Our fate of the Netherlands, we liberate the Netherlands. Belgium, we liberate a loyal Belgium. France, we set up a French puppet government. Look at this. Malta's a puppet. Northern Italy, Italy's a puppet. Algeria, liberate a loyal Algeria. Tunisia, Corsica, hand them over to France. Iceland, independent Iceland. Cuba, Bolivia, we have Bolivia. And surprisingly, we have even influence in South America. We are definitely a strong nation that has lots of puppets and more competent governments. Let's see what my tanks can do to the Siberian People's Republic.
Смирно! Готов выдвигаться!
And I'll see how big our navy is after stealing the entire syndicalist. My navy is probably one of the biggest and strongest navies of all time. Just look at this. This is huge. Full of British syndicalists, Turkish, Finnish, Swedish, basically every single ship combined into one fleet dominated by Pyotr IV. And I think I should invade the Far Eastern People's Republic. Just because now I can do it. I have the supply, I have the tanks, I have a lot of tanks. Oh my god, and I have Marine division that I never trained. And now let's go and crush this Eastern disgrace. Oh my god, and now look at this. The United Kingdom has been restored. And for some reason, we got two Edward VIIIs. One with like a Georgia. Oh, this is cursed. It's not even funny. Like, this is actually cursed. But now look at this. The United Kingdom is back, and now the Siberian armies marching to the west. But I think it sounds like this. Pyotr Wrangel dies. How about he was a hero of this war. Shatilov shall be our glorious leader. And let's also start more tanks just to fully blitz the Far Eastern People's Republic. And I don't honestly care how long this takes. I want to take over the entirety of the Far Eastern People's Republic once and for all. Alright, so I'm just gonna blast through these guys. And then send a couple of tanks just absolutely running through Siberia. And I'll see what I can do right here. Using me glorious medium tanks. This is like the first time I made a competent tank template. Like actual competent tanks. Like this is the first time. Oh god damn it. Great, I'm gonna basically be starving here now just because all of my puppets are sending all of their troops now. But now look at this. The glorious Russian Empire is absolutely blitzing the infantry-dominated Far Eastern People's Republic. With every single push, with every single encirclement, we are just slowly dissolving their joke of a nation. We are the real Russia, my fucking ass. You guys are not the real Russia. You guys are the illegitimates. I can't believe I'm just overrunning Siberia with medium tanks. Like, this is kind of impressive by me and my own medium tanks. And honestly, like, all I really need to do is just punch through their forces. Just, you know, make antagonist to now march further east into this far eastern republic.
Смирно!
And you know, I'm gonna buddy in all of my glorious puppets. Like, this way they can help against these guys too.
Ходим! Так точно!
Good. So then I'm gonna start marching further east. Look at this. The Blitz. It's time to now cut off Cheetah, railway leading to Cheetah.
Мирно!
And now I'm just gonna march. Look at this. Like, this is just glorious tanks.
Отходим!
Look at that. Look. Circlement full of infantry and a freaking railway gun? Yeah, that's a gun. And now, look at that. My push is now starting to be stopped, but wait for my tanks to reorganize, and then we're gonna shove these poor bastards out.
Готов!
Alright, time to now cut off the supply hub right here, because there's a supply hub. And I desperately need a supply hub, using my glorious tanks to steamroll it. Give me that supply hub, give me that glorious supply hub, yay!
Я готов!
And time to now keep on marching through the railway. Come on, just let my tanks blitz these sons. Come on, march. Yay! Time for me to now just spearhead into Siberia, just spearhead.
Брось!
Take their supply, take their railways, just take everything. And eventually kill their joke of a nation.
Продолжаем атаку! Жду приказа! Выходим!
Look at that, and I just look at my one medium tank just riding through the railway. And eventually all the way down into Vladivostok and beyond. Yes, and no one random disorganized division is gonna stop my advance, and it just did. Wow. But I've advanced pretty far, plus I got some more tanks ready to help me advance further into the Siberian forests. And time to now go and take Kab.
Я готов! Жду приказа!
Alright, and I'll take Vladivostok. And time to now keep on marching east.
Готов выдвигаться!
Alright, time to now march further north into the Siberian wasteland.
Я готов!
Here, to the north. Yeah, just look at this
Слушаю!
freaking disaster happening to Siberia. Getting blitzed by literal tanks. That's kind of embarrassing. Because the fact that you're getting blitzed by tanks, Siberia is just kind of... It's just kind of embarrassing, don't you think?
Внимание!
Gonna now just march east. Take more land. And Siberia is dead? It's lagging. And it didn't capitulate, but I'm gonna take some part of northern Korea. And now I'm just gonna... And now there goes Siberia. Really, I can annex them? What is this crap? Hey, so you're not gonna submit pass billions of times? Pick their navy. And then after that, annex them. Yeah, screw you, puppets. Give me back my lands. Look at this. The glorious Russian Empire. Alright, so I guess we can say that we have restored the Russian Empire's glory. Like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And thanks so much for watching, and see you all next time.